Okay, we'll do it now.
Washington County Administration building. Now hundreds have gathered here in front of the Washington County Administration building calling for the end of a mask mandate, saying they are tired of not living their normal lives.
No more masks! No more masks! Not on the backs of my kids, or you're going to get more federal funding. That's how I feel about that.
A passionate call for action Friday morning in St. George. Several police officers on standby as many locals called concerns about coronavirus spikes overblown.
The flu kills more than coronavirus.
Others calling the virus a hoax or stating that asymptomatic carriers simply do not exist and they cannot be forced to wear masks anywhere as citizens of the United States.
If we want to wear a mask, that's...
I mean, really, seriously, if you truly care about national security, if you truly, even if you're a reactionary, even if you're a fucking Nazi, even if you're like the biggest nationalist in the country, okay? Even if you're the biggest racist in the country, how do you look at this and go, oh my God, like Western hegemony is over? How do you not look at all of these people and go, oh shit, Western civilization, that's a wrap. Next time there's a more, like there's a mutated strain, or next time there's a more deadly virus, we're done. We're dead. Seriously, we will get wiped out. I thought at the very least, like, Americans would be stupid enough, but Americans would be smart enough to understand, like, oh no, you know, China and Korea are like lapping us with the way they've dealt with this sort of thing. And it's going to be a more commonplace occurrence directly as a consequence of animal products that we eat, by the way, and antibiotics. So vegans, good job. You're fucking correct. Doesn't matter. Burgers still taste incredibly delicious. What the fuck? Okay. I think I have an animal inside of my AC unit or something. I'm so sorry about what I said, vegans. Dude, it's so weird. I don't know. I can't show you. It's just the sound. My AC unit. My AC unit is like right on top of my head. It's like a wall unit. And every now and then it just goes. Hold on. It's not. It's the sound is not there right now. But I'll turn on the turn off the noise gate, so if it comes back again, you can hear it. But you're gonna hear like all my mouth noises and shit too, and it's gonna fuck you up. I'm just gonna piss you off. Put on long sleeves. If you check it out, it might be a bat. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like these sorts of problems, these sorts of pandemics are going to be more commonplace. Okay? They're going to be more commonplace. If we demonstrate it's XQC venting to get payback IRL, yeah, he's in the vents. If we show the rest of the world that this is how we're going to deal with it, it's a wrap. Why? Because diseases become resistant to antibiotics. They mutate to overcome, ultimately leading to, especially when different animals are as a consequence of climate change and deforestation, moving into areas where they normally wouldn't exist. They congregate around one another. Higher likelihood of having more complicated mutated diseases that are antibiotic resistant. God, I hope the next pandemic affects vegans. You're thinking of bacteria, not viruses. It's not an animal, bro. Anyway, listen. viruses, bacteria, no matter what it is, viruses end up mutating. Viruses end up creating different strains. This happened with the Spanish flu as well. If we had a more deadly virus, it would fucking destroy this country. Because the human component, the human element here, especially in the West, in Western nations, is just completely against invisible enemies like a virus. The deadliness of a virus limits its spread, certainly. But what if it's a fucking super spreader that also kills? It could happen. What if it's a super spreader, it's asymptomatic, and it attacks healthy immune systems? It has happened before. It could happen again. It's a wrap. Radiolab put out a podcast about how mammals evolved to have internal temperature of 98.6 degrees to ward off fungus. Because of climate change, funguses that cause disease have already evolved to withstand these warmer temperatures, and we're already seeing disease from in hospitals around the world.
Fine, we can take care of ourselves.
Some rally attendees say they shouldn't ever wear masks if they have any medical issues or mental health concerns, or if they feel they simply can't breathe.
When George Floyd was saying, "I can't breathe," and then he died, and now we're wearing a mask.
Hold on. Okay, maybe it's not an animal, because when I hit the AC unit, it didn't like move or anything like that. No. It's probably like ash or something, like recirculating inside the vent or something like that. Say the Shahada quickly. Okay. All right, I'm going to put the noise gate back on. You guys are not going to hear it unless it's like cranked up to 200 anyway. What is your dono on this? I was going to subscribe but didn't want to add to the he who must not be named's net worth. What? No, just fucking subscribe, dummy. I don't give a shit. Lol, St. George, Utah, where this protest is literally the home of the Dixie State University, and they had Confederate flags in town and on the campus until the mid-late 1990s. People still call it St. George Dixie. Okay, thank you for the dono. Now we know that as well. Or are you talking about Bezos?
This is a deranged pervert.
Okay, I'm shutting off the noise gate, and we're gonna run this video back. It's a short video, but I really fucked it up by like not doing anything. Just got here. Give me a 3-second recap of the last hour. No. Here, we're gonna start it from here once again.
Now hundreds have gathered here in front of the Washington County Administration building, calling for the end of a mask mandate, saying they are tired of not living their normal lives. A passionate call for action Friday morning in St. George. Several police officers on standby as many locals called concerns about coronavirus spikes overblown.
The flu kills more than coronavirus.
Others calling the virus a hoax or stating that asymptomatic carriers simply do not exist and they cannot be forced to wear masks anywhere as citizens of the United States.
If we want to wear a mask, that's fine. We can take care of ourselves.
Some rally attendees say they shouldn't ever wear masks if they have any medical issues or mental health concerns, or if they feel they simply...
His name is Hasan.
Yeah, dude. This really... this really breaks my brain, dude. It breaks my brain. You can say child abuse all you want, but like these people, they're gone. Like there's no saving this person. There's no saving these people. They're so fucking brain dead. It's over. Like I'm saying this again. It's over, dude. A more deadly pandemic than what we have currently that has already wiped out 200,000 and is not slated to slow down at all. Still, 1,000 people dying every day while these motherfuckers are running around saying we shouldn't wear masks. You're being crazy. It's not natural selection. It's not. There is no natural selection under capitalism unless you believe that capitalism is the natural order of human beings. It's the natural order of the economy. There is no natural selection under capitalism. You want to know why? You want to know why that doesn't exist? Because this motherfucker is probably wealthy. So she probably has an opportunity to be able to pay off the medical bill. She probably is more used to going to a doctor. Okay? If she gets it, she can maybe socially distance from her family. More often than not, the poor people, on the other hand, have to work in jobs where they have to deal with this anti-masker person multiple times throughout the day, so higher likelihood that they'll contract the disease. They also, if they're poorer, have to fucking live in a smaller house where they can't even social distance and give it to their parents. There's no natural selection in a pandemic like this. It doesn't work that way. She can still die too, but she'll be clapping a lot more people along the way that didn't deserve it and would not and have taken the necessary precautions, but they literally can't take all the precautions as a consequence of their social conditions, socioeconomic conditions.
I can't breathe, and then he died, and now we're wearing a mask, and we say I can't breathe, but we're being forced to wear it anyways.
But many stated that they believe in all cases masks jeopardize kids' health. Parents are demanding.
Yes.
Oh, you're
I'm not even going to address this.
Hasan.
Yo.
I'm not going to even address this. Like, I'm not even going to address how completely and fundamentally psychotic this is to compare a police officer fucking kneeling on the neck of a black person for 9 minutes and like literally killing them, murdering them, to having to wear a mask to do the bare minimum in a goddamn pandemic. Yeah, I proceeded to address it. Shut the fuck up.
They have the right to decide what to do with their children.
I'll tell you another reason I hate masks. Most child molesters love them.
School administrators respond.
Oh, God. Dude, that's Facebook. That's literally Facebook. To those of you throwing up question marks, you don't have access to Facebook, do you? Or on your Facebook timeline, you've been blessed with not having any like weird pandemic COVID denier QAnon people. That's literally a Facebook post that my brother, who follows all these sickos for fun, informed me on, saying that there was this, like everyone who does like multi-level marketing schemes and shit love QAnon. Okay? Like everyone who's caught up in a fucking pyramid scheme loves doing QAnon conspiracies as well. And one of his like favorite MLM friends on his timeline was posting about how child molesters love that kids have to wear masks because apparently they can like very easily what's the post? It's like a psychotic post where like child molesters are purchasing masks that look like faces so they can slap that on. They duct tape the mouth and slap a mask that looks like a face on top of the mask that they're originally wearing. Yeah, they can duct tape the mouth of a child and slap on a mask that either looks like a face or just use their own mask. When the mouth is duct taped, no one will be able to hear the child scream with a mask on top of the duct tape. And they can make your girl look like a boy and hide them. There's a bunch of these different crazy things. You found her? I saw a Q sticker on a Prius in Charlotte.
Responding that they don't understand why crowds are protesting them based on a mandate given by the governor.
They blocked off the front entrance to the school building, and we went out, tasked them to move, and they attempted to storm the school building.
The school board is implementing the governor's recent order that face shields alone are not enough. And if a parent is adamant that their child cannot wear a mask or a shield, they must fill out a form including a doctor's note so the district can review it. In St. George, Katie Crowless, ABC4 News.
You over-explained it, my G. It's just the tape and hiding the tape. No, there's more to it than that. There's like intricate, detailed, completely psychotic scenarios of like how child molesters can utilize not only a duct tape, but like so many different ways when a mask is on a kid's face. Anyway. Isn't it usually a family member, a close member of the family that usually kidnaps, abuses anyway? Yes. Most of the missing children are missing for a short period of time because they either ran away from home or got abducted in a custody situation by another fucking family member. Okay? The number of kids that go missing that get kidnapped in like a van by complete random fucking strangers who just want to like kill them or rape them or throw them into sex trafficking is like 0.01% or some shit. It's like an insanely small part of this process. Now, that it's still horrible. It's a fucking horrific thing that happens. But if you ask QAnon supporters, they make it seem like 300,000 kids go missing a year, and they do. And all of them are fucking sex trafficked. The average of 84 a year, yes.
This is a deranged pervert.
Hey Arjan, had a bad week and your stream helped me through it. Keep being a socialist, Timbo.
Thanks, G with headphones. Is there any legitimate health condition that means you can't wear a mask? Maybe. I've seen the numbers. It's like 800,000 is psychotic. 800,000 worldwide, 300,000 in the United States or something, but maybe it's more than 800,000. But it doesn't matter. That's like looking at arrests and thinking that like, I don't know, fucking crime is indicative of how many people have been arrested, like violent crimes, attributing like every single arrest to a violent rape. It's crazy. That's not how anything works. You would never be able to do that. We're attributing every single death every year to like fucking violent crimes or something. Deaf people don't wear them in the UK for lip reading. Do you think Alex Jones being banned end up having a bad QAnon thing? All his fans transition to believing QAnon, like, did it somehow get worse? Haha. No. Alex Jones is also participating in that shit. Violent rape? What is there? Non-violent rape? Isn't that called sex? Okay, you know what I mean. I meant like fucking brutal, horrific, like rape with a fucking murder on top of it, okay? Like a rape, murder rape.